Alright guys, we are back with round 1, Edison Format at Epik Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We have the return of Joey Linch on the left playing Dragon Turbo versus yours truly on the right playing Lightsworn. This tournament was, how many rounds, I think? 4 rounds of Swiss, cut the top 8. We had 20 players on Thursday, which was impressive. Now, actually, funny story is, so ever since RBET Chicago, I've been rotating decks, borrowing them from Sean Henson. Shout out to him. Joey Linch also borrowed a deck from Sean. You can tell by the extra deck sleeves. So it looks like Joey first sets 2. Now, I know he's playing Dragon Turbo because actually when I showed up to Epik, I asked Sean, Dragon Turbo, what? I actually was planning to play Dragon Turbo. And he's like, nah, Joey's playing Dragon Turbo. And I was like, Joey? He's like, yeah. I was like, Joey Linch? He's like, yeah. And here comes Heavy. Now, like, again, I know he's playing Dragon Turbo, so I know those back rows are probably most likely reckless, at least one of them. But I don't mind recklessing him because he's gonna miss his draw for his turn. So he's not gonna draw for his turn and then activate reckless. So I start off by summoning Lumina, Pitch Plague. I've also this is my first time playing Lightsworn. Alright, so I hit him for 26. Set 1, end phase, I'm gonna mill 6. Mila Jane, a Celestia, 2 Beckonings, and pass to Lynch. I guess he's checking for Necro Gardener and how many Honest. Assuming Lynch has been known because Lynch, the last time he played Edison, dominated with Machina, but he's moved on to Advanced Yu-Gi-Oh! So I was surprised to see him because I haven't seen him in months. He's just playing casually now. Alright, so he activates Magical Stone, discards White Stone and Prime Material to grab back the Rejuve. So his Rejuve count is at, what, 2? Now let's hope Joey doesn't make any mistakes. It's possible. I don't think he's ever... I think he's played this deck a few times in the past, but not much. Now, I think his Rejuve counts at 3. Yeah, he put it at 2, but it should be at 3. Alright, here comes the other Rejuve. Okay, no, it's still... No, he put it at 4. It should be at 3. So, summon Debris Dragon, bring back White Stone. Banish Debris for Red Med. Bring back Prime Material. I mean, Lynch is left with 1 card. If I have like a T-Roar... At least the good news is he has Prime Material. So I'm going to T-Roar. And yeah, he's got 1 more skip. But he's drawing... He should be drawing 6 cards. Because he double Rejuved. And then main 2, he's going to Black Rose. Black Rose effect. Search for Stone. End phase, draw 2, 3, 4. Didn't he double Rejuve? Yeah, I think he messed it up. I believe he was on 3 on Rejuve, and didn't he double Rejuve? I think he double Rejuve because he Magical Stone to grab back the Rejuve. And that was, he discarded 2 dragons there, and he discarded for the trade-in. Oh well. Again, Joey Linch hasn't played Edison in months. So anyways, here I start off by Foolishing Necrogarna. So my hand is pretty bad. I just don't want to get OTK'd. So that's why I Foolish Necro. I know he's probably got... I mean, he just drew 4 cards, even though he was supposed to draw 6. Yep, so now Lynch summons Quakimeru Drago, attacks me for 19. End phase, reveal Blue Eyes, draw for turn. Summon Gareth, but if Gareth passed, Gareth does not run over Drago. So now here comes Upstart from Lynch. Attack with Drago. So I'm going to block with Necro. Maybe I have Celestia. I actually don't know who's favored in this matchup. It's not a matchup I normally see because there's just not many. Like, the only person who really consistently played Dragon Turbo was Dennis, and he stopped playing Edison, and Sal played Dragon Turbo a little bit, but he stopped playing the deck as well. So now Lightsworn, we are overrun with Lightsworn at Epik. Ever since Ryan and I started doing well with the deck, I changed T-Rory, changed Reckless. But anyway, yeah, ever since Ryan and I started doing well with Lightsworn, we've got more and more Lightsworn players at the local, and now my locals, they've started to main deck Light Imprisoning Mirror. Or not main deck, sorry, no, that's crazy. Side deck Light Mirror. So here comes Card Destruction. Yeah, I had double Cyber Dragon. Now, as far as this list that I'm using, I believe this is one of the lists that Ryan, the Ryan I-40 that he topped one of the events with, which I believe Ryan has cut down to one Cyber Dragon, which I don't know if Cyber Dragon is a good card, but I don't know if it's main deck worthy. All right, here comes Instant Fusion from Lynch. So we're at 42 to 71. So he synchros with Stone into, looks like Goyo he wants to make. He's counting Trident Dragon. Yeah, you have to make Iron Chain and then Debris and now Lynch sets 2, goes for Trident. But I think Lynch forgot he's under T-Roar. Yep, he just forgot he's under T-Roar. Is it game? I don't think it's game. What am I at? Yes. Oh, he's like trying to block the camera. I mean, it's not game even if, but it gets me under. It gets me under JD range, even if we weren't under T-Roar. Just Lynch is Russ, man. He's been playing too much advanced. I mean, he almost topped YCS Anaheim last weekend in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like I was so shocked when I saw him, and he took the deck I was supposed to play. But it's fine. I've been meaning to play Lightsworn as well. I will play, actually, the tournament after this one, I'm going to be playing Dragon Turbo. Actually, no. 2 tournaments after this one. Because the next tournament after this one is the Players' Championship, and I played Old Reliable Black Wings there because that tournament was different. Okay, so here comes Avarice from Lynch. So yes, 2 tournaments from now I'll be playing this Dragon Turbo deck. Alright, so Lynch plays Avarice. But having played both these decks recently, I think they're both pretty solid. I had fun playing both these decks. But I will say this, the Lightsworn deck is much easier to play than Dragon Turbo. Much easier. Okay, so here comes Whitestone. Now, if Joey messes up the reju count again, I'm not really paying too close attention to the reju count. So he Magical Stones for Pot of Avarice. Draws Rejuve and Whitestone. Consonants. Search Blue Eyes. Summon Debris Dragon, bring back Stone. Banish. Is there a way for Lynch to play around Honest? That's the question here. Okay, so Red Med effect. Yeah, I don't think there's a way for him to play around Honest. So Prime Material attacks Sniper Dragon. I honest him, so now he takes 21. Is there a way for him to get the stone off the field? Because he could lose. He could lose if I summon a monster big enough to run over the stone. Like if I... What's Stone's attack? Okay, so he drops Trag. That's how he's going to get the stone off the field. So he uses Trag's copy effect. Okay, it's 300, so it's not game even if I tribute summon a Celestia. But he went for Ancient Fairy anyway, thanks to the Trag. So 21 to 81. Oh, I don't think he can rejuve because he doesn't want to deck out. But all he has in his hand is 2 blue eyes. Okay, so yeah, I have Celestia, JD, so I top deck for Plague. Synchro. Oh, I'm reading that guy. But no, I think that guy's at 8. So I go Black Rose effect. Pass. Was he under Reckless? Okay, he was under Reckless. So I always tell people to use dice, because it's just out of habit. Like, you always draw for your turn. Okay, so I summon Arcus. Attack for 12. Now he's at 900. And phase mill 2. So Lynch draws. So we can see 2 of the cards in his hand are Blue Eyes. I think Rejuve. Okay, drew Debris, Dragon, and Lynch picks up his cards. Yeah, I think just forgetting about the T-Roar hurt him that game. Alright, so I take game 1 on my debut with Lightsworn. Over Lynch, pull off the Legacy 2-0, move on with a 1-0 record. Yeah, both these decks are fun. Now, the Dragon Turbo deck can be a little bricky. But that deck, what I've noticed now, because I haven't played Gigabytes as well. Obviously, I still need more reps. But this is just from a small sample size from the 2 locals I played. Anyway, here are your magical stones. So his Rejuve counts at 2. Yeah, you can see I'm moving the dice. But anyway, after playing both Gigabytes and Dragon Turbo, they both have their strengths and weaknesses. Now, Dragon Turbo, they can draw out of their bad hands. Like, with just one Reckless, you can draw out of your bad hand and just win the game, from what I noticed. But the Gigabytes can't do that. But the difference is, Gigabytes can turn 1, build a broken board. So, I don't know which deck. If you force me to play one of the 2 decks at a big tournament, I don't know which one I'd go with. Now, anyways, I recharge Wolf. Recharge and mill Wolf. I'm at 10k. Second recharge. Discard Lila. Draw 2. Mill Beckoning and Cool Wave. Yeah, Cold Wave is good against Dragon Turbo. They play so many spells, so if you Cold Wave them, most of the time they can't even fight back. Celestia. Should be Wolf for Celestia. Oh, I got a mill 4, man. Yeah, you can see here, I'm not used to playing this deck. Yeah, I was supposed to mill 4. Change Reckless and Mirror Force. Mill T-Roar, Honest, Raikou. Special JD. Yeah, double check. Hey, this is my first time playing Lightsworn. I'm double checking to see if I have 4 Lightsworns. Yeah, and I do. So 23, 3,000, so 53. Foolish. So I could have foolished a wolf and put him at 600, but instead I'm foolishing Necrogardener. Because I'm thinking, like, how can you run over JD with Dragon Turbo? Oh, Miller Wolf. Threw a Necrogardener, so here comes trade in. Draw 2. Oh, he drew card destruction. No, he has like trade in. Oh, he shows his hand. Yeah, he bricked. So I 2-0 the return of Lynch. And moving on with a 1-0 record. Now, Lynch, I believe he dropped after this tournament again. I think he's just playing Edison casually. I know maybe some people have been asking. Because if you could see here at the end, the amount of wins on the channel this year, Lynch only has 1 win on the channel this year. And that's when he last played Edison like early in the year. He hasn't played at all this year. So that's why you could tell there was a bit of rust on his end. But yeah, for this tournament, he just played round 1 and then dropped. He didn't play the rest of the tournament. Now, myself, I will be returning, so stay tuned for that one with Lightsworn. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you haven't already, please consider joining our members only. I'm uploading War League content featuring myself, the Sheriff Los, the Tire King Javi, Ryan-Eyed, 2-time YCS champ Cam the Man Neil, Woodsop817, and Adrian. Also have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epik Cards and Games. Those links are in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.